Bonjour les étudiants, je m'appelle Omar Valdez Rocha et je suis professeur de français à Untitled College. Enchanté. Welcome to French 1412. The majority of us, we have taken the first course, French 1411, together in the month of June for summer one. So this is for most of you a continuation. This is going to go a bit fast since most of you know what's going on with the course, and actually there's really very little changes when it comes to the structure of the course if you compare it to French 1411 that we just finished. Okay? So again, my name is Omar. I'll be your instructor for French 1412, and this is a continuation of 1411. Okay? In this video, I will show you the syllabus, I will show you the day-to-day calendar, and I will show you the website Kia, which is where you will be submitting half of your homework. Okay? So the website that you see right now, it's called eCampus. If this is your first time accessing eCampus, you're coming from a different school. If you go to Start here, you will see Introduction to Online Learning. That's great information if this is your first time taking an online course. This is an eCampus course tour, which is like a Blackboard. eCampus is Blackboard. eCampus course tour, if you've never taken a class on eCampus, you can get some information here. This is a course overview, which is kind of like our syllabus, just gives you in general information about the course, and here you have the syllabus and calendar. Okay? So that's what we'll do today. We'll look at the syllabus and the calendar and an introduction to the Kia website, which most of you already have an account with, right? So for eCampus, okay, you have announcements, you have Email My Instructor, you have syllabus and calendar, which is where we have all the most important documents. Okay? So you'll have, let's see. Give me one moment. You'll have your syllabus, which you can access it by clicking here. You have your course calendar, which is the day-to-day breakdown, and you have the Kia code and instructions right here. And this is a grading policy. It looks very similar to what we did for those of you that were with me during summer one. You have the workbook activities, which are most of this part with the final exam all the way to the top. These are the assignments that we will be doing in Kia. Your day-to-day work, meaning your ebook exercises, you will complete in Kia. The last day, one day before the exam, you will complete your workbook. We have 2 speaking tests, which we will do over Skype. And we will have 1 test Sunday, okay, this Sunday, and another test 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks from Sunday. You have 3 chapter exams, a midterm, and a final. And all of these exams you will be completing at Kia. So, daily homework, workbook exercises, and your exams, you will be submitting those at the Kia website. And I'll introduce you to that website in a moment. The compositions, the discussion boards, the reflective essay, you will submit all of this on eCampus. So if you go to the left on assignments, you will see a folder with the signature project with instructions and submission links, compositions, instructions and submission links, speaking tests. It has the instructions, recording practice, and you have discussion questions, right? Which is the critical thinking and cultural discussion questions. Here, when I send you an announcement, tell you the discussion board is due, you go to discussion questions, you reply, I give you instructions on what to do, right? And as we move forward, I will give you more and more information, okay? So that's eCampus. Let's look at the syllabus really quickly. So again, this is French 2, beginning French 2. My name is Omar Valdez Rocha, and this is my email address. This is my preferred method of communication, orvaldez@dccstd.edu, 3 C's, okay? And this is a continuation of French, of beginning French 1. If you took that class in summer one, we will continue with Horizons. We completed on that first semester from Chapitre Préliminaire, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and Chapter 4. We will pick up on Chapter 5, and you have homework tonight on Chapter 5. So, Chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 we will complete before the summer 2 semester is over. Right? So, you have two options to purchase the required materials, which is the textbook. The option A is a bundle with a hard copy and the access code, which is a bit expensive. You can find it at our bookstore on Dallas at El Centro College. And option B is the one we recommend for our online course because it doesn't have a hard copy and it is way cheaper. You get the Kia access code only, which is all you need. It includes all the required online materials and it includes the ebook. So this access code gives you the access to all components of iLearn, right? Which is what we need. You need the ebook, you need the workbook, and that's all you need, right? So the option B is the one you want. These are the technical requirements. Make sure that you're able to record. Sometimes people have difficulties with this. This is a requirement for the course. So make sure that you have all of this, that you have a microphone, that you're able to record. We do not have late homework. We do not accept late homework. We do not do any makeup work. We go so fast. We have so much to cover. And we need self-discipline and a higher level of responsibility than in a regular semester. So no late homework, no makeup for anything. So what I would suggest is to work ahead, be 2 days ahead, 1 day ahead, in order for you to really, if something happens, you're able to, you have 1 day a cushion so that you don't lose any points. Okay. And I would suggest to come back here and make sure to reread the syllabus because we're breezing through it, but it is a requirement. It is a contract per se. So you need to read your contract and make sure that you agree to all that is here. Right? So the grade calculation, you're able to earn up to 3,000 points. It is a point-based system calculation for your grade. So once you were done, you need to look at how many points you had total for the semester, and you need to see in what bracket your total points fall on. Okay, so we will have workbook assignments, workbook activities. These are 25 assignments that are due 1 day before the test, sometimes even the day of the test. The textbook activities are the activities that are due every day. Every day you will have textbook activities, and some of these you have to record. Right? So your answer will be a recorded answer. You'll need to speak. We'll have 2 speaking tests that we will meet Sunday afternoons for our over Skype. And you have exams, a midterm, a final, and 2 chapter exams. And you need to complete these on Kia. They'll show up on your assignment calendar. You'll have 2 compositions done in French, and here you start submitting this stuff on eCampus. You have the critical thinking discussion board, the cultural discussion board, also due on eCampus. And you have your reflective essay. This English essay, in English, we have topics ranging from culture, technology, language learning, cultural awareness, diversity. You write this essay in English. You will do a peer critique. So you will critique each other's work, and you will also create a PowerPoint presentation with audio to submit at the end of the semester. Okay, and we'll discuss all of these little stuff in detail as they start becoming due. Okay, so students have access to all assignments on the first day of class. By the time this day is over, everything will be available for you to complete. Okay? Do not wait until the deadline to complete the work. Unforeseen events will arise. No late homework is accepted, and exams may not be made up. Okay. Also, something else regarding academic dishonesty. Please do not use Google Translate. It is very evident you're using Google Translate. I will give you a 0 for the assignment, and I will refer you to student conduct office at El Centro College. I do not expect perfection. All I expect is to see the vocab that we have learned together in the chapters. Sometimes you may look for a word, or you can use a dictionary, but do not start using these complex sentence structures that are just a dead giveaway. I need to see the work of someone in French 2, and I need to see the work of someone who's using our textbook. So be careful with that, especially with the composition in French. Okay, so we'll be covering 5, 6, 7, 8 chapter, and 9 as well. Okay. So what I suggest every day is that you study the chapter. Okay, I give you each chapter is divided into competences. There's 4 total. So I tell you, for example, chapter 5, competence 1 is due today. So you go to the textbook, you look for chapter 5, competence 1. You read that, you go to, you click on practice on Kia, and you'll see the grammar tutorial, the videos. You look at those, and then you go and do your textbook activities. And then you go and you do your workbook activities as well. And the same goes for your exams. Just make sure you're prepared. Look at those grammar videos. Look at the textbook before you do those exams. There's no assignment leniency for technical difficulties unless students can produce a case number from Kia, from eCampus Technic Support, with a record of a verifiable technical problem. Okay? So don't call me 2 hours before the exam is due to tell me that something happened with Kia. If you don't have a ticket with them and they tell me that it is an actual problem that they had that they themselves had the issue that the website wasn't uploading, then we won't admit the makeup, right? Okay. So you'll have compositions in French, you have speaking test over Skype, you have discussions in English, and you have the reflective project. Okay. So that's the syllabus, and I suggest you go back and look at it. Right. Here is our day-to-day calendar. So today you start the course and you begin chapter 5, competence 1. You go to the textbook, you look at the material, and the assignments are already available. Okay, you go to Kia and you go to the calendar, and you will see for today's date there's already a list of 6, 7 exercises for chapter 5, competence 1. Tomorrow, chapter 5, competence 2, and the assignments are for that same material. Thursday, chapter 5, competence 3. Same. Assignments ready. Okay? Every day you submit something. Friday, chapter 5, competence 4. There's only 4 competences per chapter, so on Saturday you will do ESAM, which is your workbook assignments. So these are 20 to 25, so give yourself plenty of time. And then Sunday, you will have your exam and your first speaking test. Right? So sometime tomorrow I will send you a doodle link so that you can schedule your speaking test. And my Skype ID, as most of you have it, is Omar A. Valdez. So this will repeat itself. Chapter 6, competence 1, chapter 6, competence 2, and then you will have other things that are due. Here in yellow you have the discussion question, the cultural discussion question, and the critical thinking forum. On the 29th, you have your second speaking test. Your composition is due on the 27th. The first draft of your reflective essay is due on the 28th. And your peer critique is due on the 3rd. And your final essay, final presentation of the reflective essay is due on the last day of class on the 8th, and your second composition is also due on the 8th. you can for sure submit them before, because there's so much stuff going on that last day. I would suggest you complete most of this stuff before. Okay? So if you, most of you have already a Kia account. If this is your first time taking a class with Kia, what you need is to go to books.kia.com and create an account. It'll ask you if you have a course code or a book code. You have a course code, and that course code is this, EAAPP677. Once you do that, it'll ask you to buy the textbook. You have two options. You can have a 6-month code or a 24-month code, and the price is different, of course. And then there's a small link that says, or a 3-week free trial. If you don't have the money right now, you can click on the free trial, and then you can begin working. And then after 3 weeks, it'll ask you to purchase. Okay, so once you do that, okay, let's go there now. Once you do that, you create an account, you click on buy, you your view, once you put the course code, once you click on buy, looks something like this. Make sure that you are not on view by chapter or view by date, because it tells you, if you view by chapter, it'll give you every exercise available. If you view by date, it gives you the exercises that I have picked for you. So make sure that you view by date, and it'll give you, for example, on the 10th, it'll say July 10th, this is due today. July 11th, this is due today. If you go to practice, you have here the audio flashcards, you have the audio for the vocabulary, and you also have the grammar tutorials. So if you go to every chapter, to different chapter, let's just go to chapter 5. Okay. See, grammar tutorial, irregular French verbs. So you come here for your grammar tutorial videos. Okay. So competence 1, grammar tutorial. Competence 2, grammar tutorial. You go to practice to access the videos. You go to assignment calendar to complete the assignments. So read the textbook. Come to practice and look at the videos, and then go to assignment calendar and complete the assignments due that day. Okay? And you can access your ebook by clicking on this link. Click on the cover page, and the book will appear. And just go to chapter 6, competence 1. Okay? So that's the syllabus. That's the course calendar, and that's the Kia website. Okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. Most of us, we have taken this class before, very recently, so I don't expect many questions, but if this is your first time, please email me, let me know if you need more assistance. What you need right now is to create an account on Kia. You need to complete the exercises that are due for today by reading the textbook, by looking at the videos, and by going to the assignment calendar to complete it, to complete the assignments. And tomorrow, as you can see, you already have chapter 5, competence 2 due, right? Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please email me. Have a good day. Au revoir.